This scenery is wonderful.
Alright. Let me turn off monitoring. Okay, so the plan for today is to start off with a bit of using up my resin. And then I'll hop into Labyrinth Warriors and try to get through that as quick as possible. So let me just check. I guess I could do Geohypostasis. The only character I would need to build in terms of Geohypostasis is Ningguang. But still worth it, I think. So it looks like I'm going to do Geohypostasis, Cryoregisfine, Cryohypostasis. Okay, let's try that.
Shine down! Loba, get them! Steady as...
Wind strike! Fallen leaves, adorn my...
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep.
Shine down! I must leave no...
Time to go!
Loba, get... Illusion shattered!
Wind strike!
Nice and spicy! There is no escape!
Wind strike!
I think I've perfected the cryohypostasis battle, so... Well, maybe not perfected it, but I've optimized it to the point where I take minimal damage while getting it done as quick as possible. And now for the geohypostasis.
A pleasure to be working with you.
I'm messing this up.
My apologies! Yeah. Ta.
Time to go.
Steady as stone.
Wind strike.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Take foot. Shine down. As a dutiful maid would.
Okay, there we go. Used up 120 resin in just about 7 minutes. So now we hop over to the event.
Traveler, Paimon! Kujo Sara's arrived. She's right over there.
Where?
What's with all the rushing back and forth? Guess she doesn't trust us after all. She sure does seem on high alert.
She's just trying to take responsibility.
The situation's getting complicated. Let's have a word with her first. Thank you again for your help this entire time. I've brought reinforcements. It would seem that the most critical moments are behind us. So from here on out, if we can hold this path, we should be able to repel the monsters. If any do escape, we can corner them in the Araumi region. The loud noises we heard earlier were probably the result of large numbers of mechanisms. We're ready and waiting for an opportunity to storm the domain.
Why don't you station troops closer to the domain?
In our last operation, our samurai didn't think to maintain a certain distance. When the monsters suddenly attacked, they had no choice but to beat a hasty retreat. Once is an oversight, twice would be a grave error. I won't allow such things to happen again.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Good, that means we have an opportunity.
I will return to the Kujo encampment and plan our defenses for the other regions. It took some time, but the Tenryo Commission has assumed full control of this area. With all my heart, I thank the three of you for your assistance. Your promised rewards are not forgotten. Miss Chinyan, please take this letter. Enclosed is a travel permit that I processed personally for you. I applied for the longest duration available. I hope you can use it this time to really get to know Inazuma. I've also arranged your accommodation. Simply follow the instructions in the letter when you're back in the city. Oh, wow! Free boarding and unlimited travels across Inazuma? I don't know what to say. It's the least I can do. Thank you, ma'am. I know you're real busy, but if you do get a day off and I'm still here in Inazuma, please come and see one of my street performances. I must tell you that I never did develop much of a taste for songs and music. But given everything you've done for the Tenryo Commission, I will certainly attend your performance if the opportunity arises.
Well, that's Xinyan's biggest worry taken care of.
Not quite. My biggest worry is still Shiki Taisho. What comes next has nothing to do with me. As a friend, I must go back and help. Not to mention Red. Traveler, we gotta go back and save him, right?
He'll probably be fine, but we can't just leave him like this.
Well, then let's go. We'll need to meet up with Shiki Taisho in secret first.
There he is.
Xinyan, Traveler, Paimon. A general just passed through here. She was leading a team to investigate the area.
In general, you're talking about Kujo Sara?
Her name is Kujasara. She's from the Tenryo Commission.
Kujo Sara. Why haven't I heard of her? I think I remember hearing the name of the Supreme Commander of the Tenryo Commission once. It was a man called Kujo something. What was it again?
So you're at least a few decades old.
I can't remember his name, but I do remember that Harunosuke played chess with him.
Harunosuke sounds like someone important.
Let's save the chit-chat for later. We need to sneak back into the Onmyo chamber before anyone sees us.
Oh, right. We still gotta find Child. Let's go.
All right. Everyone, follow me.
The Brutal Divergence. Opposing lineup includes a cryohypostasis and frost warm lateral. Frost arm. Let's see. Possible opponents. A lot of electro, cryo, a bit of hydro in there. So we do want Ayaka for probably the main content to deal with electro and hydro stuff. And then we're going to bring either Xiangling, Klee, or both to deal with cryo stuff. Let's see, level 2, the enemy leader will have the following attendants that will provide them with buffs. Cryo Abyss Mages. Each attendant will increase the leader's element resistance and physical resistance by 10%. The attendants will restore the leader's HP every 12 seconds, with each attendant restoring 5% HP. When there are no attendants, the leader will lose the aforementioned enhancement and restoration effects. So, combat, let's put in the main party, but instead of either, well, let's see, yeah, instead of either Kazuha or Raiden, I'll substitute for Pyro, unless I can just use a, no. We can use the Animo Summoner, or the Strixwind Spirit, replace Kazuha. Although Kazuha's just really good. So maybe you replace Raiden? Raiden's also really good. And Ayaka's really good. So do I just go with no healer is the question. Support team can be all my support characters. And then I swap them in whenever I need healing. Although I think you can only swap once per cure, whatever it's called. Well, I think I value Kazuha over Raiden, so I'll go with this for now. And do something like that. Do we need Electro? I don't think so. Electro's not the best element anyways. So we have this, and then that works.
Oh, here you are.
So, is this everyone? You guys had me waiting for quite some time. Let me tell you, you missed out on some incredible action. Quite the pity.
Look at this guy. Not a scratch on him.
Why are we not just letting him clear everything by himself?
Were you guys worried about me?
No.
You must have a lot of faith in my abilities. As a comrade and old rival, you should know that unexpected combat situations are my bread and butter. Anyway, when the domain was rearranging itself, the rooms were moving up and down. The monsters were scattered all over the place. I had so much fun fighting them these last few days. I even came across a few replicas. They should contain more power and memories.
Better late than never. Hurry up and fuse with them, Shiki Tasho.
Retrieve a replica.
The residual power in these replicas is limited. I can only regain a fraction of my memories.
Not enough? Then I guess it's on with the plan. We need to venture deeper into the domain.
Wait! The domain already rearranged itself! The route we discovered is useless now!
Don't worry too much. There's a pattern to the rearrangement. I should be able to find the way. If I'm not mistaken, we should head in that direction.
Wait a second. Paimon has a question. Shiki Taisho, didn't you just say that the power left in the replicas wasn't enough? You still don't have all your memories. So how would you know if you were heading in the right direction?
He just feels it.
Last time when we followed you through that door, we were sent out of the domain, which means not all the doors in this place are real. What if you still can't tell the difference? We might end up somewhere super dangerous.
I can completely understand your reservations. Unfortunately, I'm still unable to give you a compelling answer. Would you believe it if I said that it's an intuition I have as the overseer here?
Not really.
I can see why you're worried, Paimon, but our only option is to trust Shiki Tasho as our guide. Otherwise, all we can do is stand here and wait. Besides, we'll be even more lost if the domain rearranges itself again.
You seem to be more anxious this time around. Let me guess. Trouble on the outside? As far as I understand it, Inazuma's situation is still far from stable. A domain like this would likely fall under the Tenryou Commission's jurisdiction, but they're spread too thinly at present. There's a lot that still falls outside of their control. Which means that you guys are here as support, and it's very likely that the Tenryou Commission made the request. So, you're receiving their orders. In that case, knowing their style, they're probably planning a lethal assault on the domain to crush everything in their path. If we don't find Shiki Taisho's memories before that happens, then it's possible we never will. Hence the increased anxiety, right?
As expected, you are here to investigate Inazuma.
Is this all part of your scheme?
Probably not. He's just too smart.
It's true, there are indeed matters that I'm investigating, but it's not what you might think. We can talk about that later. Let's make sure we deal with our own problems first. Now then, Traveler, you and I are hardly strangers, and I see no reason for me to lie to you. After arriving in Inazuma, I discovered monster tracks in the surrounding areas, and so I followed them into the domain. It would appear that this place is some sort of combat training ground. There's nothing but fighting and slaughter to be had here. Needless to say, it's been an enjoyable experience for me. I feel quite at home. This may come as an unpleasant surprise to Miss Xinyan and Shiki Taisho, but I'm not someone who cares for allegiance and affiliation. Good and evil, right and wrong, duty and destiny. Are these things really so important? Are they really more appealing than the euphoria of battle and close combat?
You got fighting in your veins, that's for sure. Well, brother, what is it you're trying to say?
Nothing in particular, but I am telling you that we should venture forward bravely. Don't fear the monsters that lie ahead. If you're not up to the task, I will happily take your place in crushing all that come before us. Then the burden of the slaughter will be mine and mine alone. Because fighting is what I'm best at.
Double facepalm. Triple. Well.
Don't look at Paimon! We're going, okay? We're going!
Special Aegis emplacements can be found in trials. When they are activated, they will automatically charge up while taunting nearby opponents to attack them. Once they are fully charged, Aegis emplacements will unleash a shockwave that will deal damage to opponents in a set AoE. When Aegis emplacements are destroyed, they will explode violently, dealing damage to your... Wait, dealing damage to... to me? Oh, man. Oh, wait, yeah, that makes sense. For some reason, I kind of blanked out on this first half. Okay, so we want to charge them up to kill enemies and prevent them from being destroyed.
Time to go.
30 damaged replicas. And
Wind strike.
let's just kill everyone as fast as possible.
I must leave no
The wind knows me.
Get them! You're toast! My apologies!
Steady tread, block negative effects. Oh, that's nice. Clears negative effect, not needed. Clears fog, not needed. So I guess I'll get this one. We can just check the map here to see where to go. A big ol' square. Speed buff. Look for traps. Doesn't look like there's ceiling traps, but there's a few wall traps, floor traps. Okay, next battle.
Into the wind. Falling leaves. Adorn my...
Where am I?
Time to go. One with nature.
Get them! Take block! At the frying pan!
Scorching Sky when an active character triggers Vaporize. No. No. Okay. Well, I guess there will be Hydro enemies, so I'll take this just because it's better than the other two. So we could go that way. I keep pressing M. Or we can go up and then loop back around for this last battle. Of course, I went right into that one. I say I'm going to speedrun this, but I also want to get everything on the map. You know what? Let's speedrun this.
I must leave no
Clouds high. The birds
as a good night should.
one with nature.
Nice and spicy.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
I will take the longer path so I encounter more battles, but for the most part, it should just be straightforward, running through everything, picking up the occasional chest. But the chests here do not even give Prima Gems, so they're not super interesting. Chance to encounter a cursed seal, but I already got the charm from earlier that will cancel cursed seals. Animo bonus is pretty good. Elemental shards are pretty good. I'll go with Animo. Of course, it's cursed. Cursed field will spawn in a random position in the current trial, and snaring. I don't think that matters. Is that the curse? Okay, let's see. Dire, of course.
Leave it up. My apologies. Embrace the ice.
Time to get into the wind.
Take flight.
Just a few electro slimes left over.
Race you. I must leave no. Whirling snow.
And no orange, so let's see. For every destructible object destroyed other than explosive barrels, all party members gain 2% bonus energy recharge. Stacks up to 10 times. Wait, what? Why are there two of the same? Or they're not? Dissolution versus Vilebane. Oh, this one gives defense. This one gives energy recharge. I don't really do charged attack damage that often, so I think this is the best one. And now we move on to... Wait, this way, yeah. Want to destroy everything in my path. For the bonus energy recharge. Dire, of course.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Kami-Sato-Art. Sumetsu. Your time. As a correction.
Clouds high. The birds.
My apologies.
Wind strike.
Mercy. Sakura swirl. Take flight. This body belongs.
Easy enough. Geo damage. Skill damage. Explosive barrels will not launch characters. That's good. That's fine.
The mind of our master is righteous and broad. Our enemies flee at the sound of our sword.
Is that a song?
It's a ballad that was once passed down by samurai through the ages. They fought alongside my replicas, and through the power...
Is this the final battle?
That's
It is, which is cryohypostasis.
the emotion of that time is with me too. Something's coming back to me. Echoes circulating. It's the emotions and voices that they left in my memory. Some of them were scared. Some were discontent. Others were eager to join the fray. Yearning for battle through day and night. The lead samurai addressed Haranosuke as Master Kamuna. He had unyielding respect for him, and always acted on his advice. Strange. What was their purpose in continuing to fight here?
Alright. Cryohypostasis. I've got the perfect team for this, so... should be pretty easy. There's also no shearing cold effect.
Nice and spike. There is no escape. Leave it up to me. Boba, get illusion shut. I'll catch up. Nice and spike. Shine down.
I'm not doing as much damage as I would like.
Illusion!
Steady as stone.
There is no...
Can I get them all three? There we go.
Illusion
I've got it down. You just need to stick right next to the hypostasis, and it will shoot the balls right next to itself. This doesn't matter, right? Oh wait, it does matter because we're going to level 2 next, so... I guess animo damage bonus? And we go to level 2 now. And I cannot switch back to Ayaka, though this should be fine. I might run into some electro enemies though, which would be a problem. So I'll need to find a curative emplacement. Always choose orange, doesn't even matter what the text is. And let's see. There's a square and another square and then straight line. But there's also a room behind the boss. I don't think that matters though.
Time to go.
I'm speeding. Everyone together now. Pop my ults.
One with wind and cloud. The wind knows.
If I see orange, I choose it. Next, doesn't matter which direction. Although, if I see a curative, okay. There's a curative, so I'll switch over to Ayaka here. And then continue forward. Always dire. Okay, so Xiangling would have been good here. I should have swapped that Raiden instead of Xiangling. I kind of forgot about that, so we're going to have to continue like this for now. No orange charm. Pyro damage. Elemental resistance, or physical and elemental resistance. Defense. I'll go with pyro damage for later when I swap back to Xiangling. Is this the correct way? It looks like it is. There's a curse. Let's dodge that. Get a speed boost. Then just run through everything. This is a treasure room, but I cannot just fly over. Wait. I should be able to get over. Okay, there we go. And there was some traps that I just ran past. No damaged replicas there. No chest, I assume. Dire.
As a good knight should.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
By holy proclamation,
Whirling snow.
the
Embrace
power
the ice.
of revelation.
Wind strike.
The truth shall set you free. Hear ye the word of joy. Grace be upon you.
Take flight.
The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, yeah.
The truth shall.
Orange? No orange. Whoa. Explosive barrels deal 2000% increased damage. Well, everything else is defense, so why not? Curative. Okay, I'll go over here so I can swap over